ever find it difficult to talk to other people because you don't understand each other's language? Well, in that situation, most of people will begin to interact with each other using an entirely new language. This entirely new language is what we call as Pidgin. Todd in 1990 mentioned that a pidgin is a marginal language which arises to fulfill certain restricted communication needs among people who have no common language. To add this, Holmes in 1992 stated that a pidgin is a language which has no native speakers. It means that pidgin was created only for some quick communication purposes, so both parties already have their own mother tongue. Hall in 2000 has the same notion as the two definitions. He said that a pidgin is a reduced language that results from extended contact between groups of people with no language in common. It evolves when they need some means of verbal communication, but no group learns the native language of any other group for social reasons. Nobody speaks their native language since it might bring the social issues among the speakers. But on the other hand, the communication must be maintained, so they create another way to avoid it. It can be concluded that a pidgin is a mixed language used in a certain situation and purpose where people have no common language to interact with each other. The example of an existing pidgin is Tok Pisin, one of official language in Papua New Guinea. Tok Pisin is an English-based pidgin language because 80% of its lexicon is derived from English, and as you may have guessed, the name Tok Pisin literally derives from the English words talk and pigeon. Tok Pisin emerged in the late 19th century amongst indentured laborers, mostly from the Bismarck archipelago who sent to work on German-owned plantations in Queensland and Samoa. Many of these workers, speaking vastly different mother tongues and only shared in common simplified English vocabularies they have picked from English-speaking traders, and so use this to communicate with one another. These vocabularies would eventually combine with random words taken from Germany, Samoan, and various Bismarck languages and become standardized over time into a pidgin language used in and amongst the laborers. When the workers eventually returned home to the islands, the pidgin came with them and continued to develop as a Papuan lingua franca, or a language that is used in almost every situation and context, eventually spreading across most of its now Papua New Guinea. When a pidgin language survived, became widespread, and used by generations, the pidgin language would eventually become Creole. As Todd in 1990 said that a Creole arises when a pidgin becomes a mother tongue of a speech community. Meanwhile, Holmes in 1992 states that a Creole is a pidgin which has acquired native speakers. It means that a Creole is a pidgin that has gained first people who speak the language as their mother tongue. A Creole is also a pidgin which has expanded its structure and vocabulary to express the range of meanings and serve the range functions required of a first language. When a pidgin survived, it must have collected more vocabularies and increased its structure complexity so that it could not only be used in one domain but also in many ranges of domain. This led to its development to become the first language of the children who found and spoke the language. As for the Tok Pisin, although the vocabularies are mainly derived from English, Germany, and Samoan language, but the phonological rules and the grammar rules are inherited from Austronesian language of Melanesia.
In a pidgin, sounds similar but spelling different. And so, hi is like me. You is you're talking to someone else. So M is you're talking to someone, either girl or boy or man or woman. M doesn't matter, just M. M is like you pointing someone. M is like in general. So me, you, Me pela as we, and you pela is all of you guys. My mama below me or papa below me. Like I'm talking to my mom, or this is my mom, or this is my father. And name belong him, John, or Mark, or Luke. For everybody, okay, this play mouse belong me pela. This play mouse belong me pela. Like this is our home. This play mouse belong me pela. So bolo mi pela is like it belong to us. Like it's every one of us. It's that's for us. Belong you pela is like that's for you guys, not for me. Belong you pela or belong me pela. Gita belong you bagrap. Gita belong you broke penis. Or your guitar is broken. If you're going to say, I have siblings or whatever, I have money or I have something. Me get four pela barata or two pela susa, six pela mi pela old keta. Pela is kind of like those, dead. So me get two pela barata, now one pela sister. No get brata or susa. One blata sol. Okay, he doesn't have brother, he doesn't have susa or any family, any other siblings. He is the only one person. Okay. So no get brother, no get susa, one blata sol. Tasol means like only one. You get sambla brata, nasusa, or nogat. Okay. Then they will respond. If they say we have, or I have, then you can come in the Pidgin, amma amini, or amas pela brata, na amas pela susa.